Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm doing my Ringing in the New Year book tag like I do every year. Normally I would do this with like a glass of champagne or something, but I'm tired and when I'm done, I'm going to eat dinner and get in the bed. Is it 6 o'clock? Yes. Mind your business. So, question number 1. Best books or series that you have read in 2025. So, the best book that I've read in 2025 is probably Rose in Bloom by Phoenix Collins, which is book 2 in the Men of Nirvana series. I had an arc of this and it was my first 5-star read of the year. I would also say Rematch by Asia Monet, again, had an arc of this. This takes place after the events of the Cartel Element series, which I really love, and I just love her work. Honestly, I can't wait to read whatever she puts out next. Rose in Bloom is a billionaire romance that is also accidental pregnancy, which is not a trope that I like, but I really enjoyed it in this. And Rematch is a second chance romance. They were childhood best friends, eventually started dating, had sort of a falling out, and are reconnecting years later. Slight cartel ties, not super heavy though, but I enjoyed it, loved it so much. I have to say though, best series that I have read in 2025, Warriors. It's such a fun time, and even though I only read the first arc, I still love it and I'm excited to continue eventually, probably not until sometime in 2026 because I kind of burnt myself out on it, but it is a fun time. Yes, it is a middle grade series about talking cats and rival cat clans, and that's really all you need to know. Highly recommend. Question 2 is authors that you've discovered this year and would like to read more from. So I have 4 actually. One of them is Shay Sanders. I read The Replacements by her. It's the first in a series and I definitely want to continue that series. I really liked it. Really liked her writing. I really liked the chemistry between the two characters. Will definitely continue. Also, Sean. So both of them are indie authors. So their books are on KU. From Sean, I read His Majesty, which Heather had been talking about for a while, and Heather was the one that recommended it to me. This is also the first in a series of short novellas, I believe, and I am also super excited to read the series. I think I have the rest of the books in both of those series already downloaded on my Kindle. Next is Erin Hunter, the author of Warriors. So there are a ton of books within the warrior world. There are also like spin-offs and companions and other series, and there's a lot going on. I do also want to read Bravelands, I think is the one that I call Animal Planet Mafia. I'm definitely gonna have to read that at some point because I mean, I've already had so much fun with Warriors and I've heard so much about Bravelands from Ashley that I absolutely have to read more. I just have to. And the last author is Christina Forrest. So I ended up reading The Green Sisters this year. That starts with The Neighbor Favor. And I saw recently, I think she had a recent release or she has an upcoming release. I don't know. I took a picture of it and I definitely want to read it. Maybe I requested it on NetGalley, I don't remember, but I know that she has something else coming out, and because I enjoyed The Green Sisters, I do want to read more from her. Question number 3 is best book adaptation that you've seen in 2025 or your most anticipated for 2026. Have I watched any adaptations this year? One that I always say because I literally don't know when it's gonna happen is Ray Bearer. It is being adapted by Netflix. I haven't heard that it's not happening, so I'm just gonna keep it on the list every year until it happens. I don't know if it's gonna be coming out in 2026. Probably not, but like I said, I'm just gonna keep it on the list until it happens. My most anticipated adaptation for 2026 currently is Sunrise on the Reaping. The trailer recently dropped and I'm ready. I'm ready. I think that they do so well with the Hunger Games adaptations. Even though I didn't like President Snow's prequel, I still think that's completely useless and that you don't need to read it or watch it. They still did a good job adapting the book into the movie, and because I actually liked this book and I like Haymitch as a character, I know that it's going to hurt because Suzanne Collins is not okay. Somebody should check on her, and if she is okay, fight her because she deserves it. Oh, I guess Children of Blood and Bone is also supposed to be coming out soon-ish. When is that coming out, actually? I should probably look that up. Even though I did not love the series, I DNF'd it, I will still be watching the adaptation soon, so we'll see how that goes. Question number 4 is, have your reading taste changed at all, or have you gotten into any new genres? No. I also have not read that much this year, to be honest. I've talked about that plenty of times. 2025 was a very shitty year, and no, nothing different to report. Question number 5 is favorite ship of the year. This can be romantic or platonic, and or your new favorite character. So my favorite platonic ship would be Firestar and Graystripe from Warriors. They've been BFFs since they met. They continue to be throughout their adulthood, and I love that. My favorite romantic ship would probably be Max and Audrey from Rematch. Like I said, the way that Asia Monet writes her characters, I love it. I eat it up every time. Even if I didn't like one of the characters, because I would say for Lexi and Dante, I don't like Dante. I can't stand that man. But when they're together, love it. New favorite character, I'm going to give to Alonzo Langston from Found Forever, which is book 2 in the Sisters in Serendipity series by Lady Marie. I just love the way that he is with his wife, the way that he is with his son. Lizzie was a single parent when they met, and he just completely like integrated himself into that little boy's life. And so in that book, Lizzie's trifling baby daddy decides to pop back up, and the way that he handled all of those situations, he did with grace. Do I think that he could have loosened his control a little bit and, you know, maybe did more? Yes, but he handled it very well, and I really liked him. Question 6 is, have you started planning your TBR for 2026, and how many books do you hope to read? So usually I would increase my reading goal by 5, but because this was such a shitty year, I'm gonna keep it the same. I'm gonna keep it at 65. Have I started planning my TBR? Not really. Usually I would have like a full January, maybe even February TBR at this point, but because I ended up falling into a reading slump this year, I kind of abandoned TBRs. The only thing that I know for sure that I'm reading in January is Mask of Mirrors. Other than that, I got nothing. I've got some arcs that I've applied for, some new releases coming out by some of my favorite authors, but other than that, I'm winging it. Question number 7, will you participate in any reading challenges or readathons? Probably not. Again, because 2025 sucked. I'm not sure yet. I completely fucking failed Read What You Own this year, and I know that Izzy is doing it again, but I don't know if I'm going to participate. Black and Wing got canceled this year, and so I don't know if we're bringing it back in 2026. I might lightly participate, if so. Mostly probably with romance. I think that's the only way that I would participate this year, because last year trying to do cozies, that was a terrible idea. Kudos to me, because I think I gave it a valiant effort, but that was a terrible idea. I don't ever want to read another cozy mystery ever again, I don't think. So we shall see. Other than that, I'll set my storygraph goal like I said, but I'm not sure if I will be doing anything else or if I'll even have the capacity for anything else. And question number 8 is, do you have any New Year's resolutions? These can be bookish, content related, life, work, whatever you want. To be totally honest, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do bookish goals next year, because again, I pretty much failed all of mine this year. Failed at Read What You Own. I did accomplish my storygraph goal. I was supposed to complete, I think, 1 book a month from KU. Don't think I did that. I was working on CCJ's backlist, and I did okay. Not as many as I wanted. I never got to do that final vlog like I wanted to. So technically failed that as well. I was supposed to be keeping track of my books on Libro FM, didn't do that. So honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna have goals for 2026. We might just be winging it all year long. So that's my tag. Hope you liked it. I'm gonna tag Scotty, Deja, and Rachel. And if you see this and feel compelled to do it, consider yourself tagged. Let me know how your 2025 was overall though. I'm gonna say, it wasn't good. It was not a good one. There were parts of it that were good, but overall, Let's wrap it up. Let's throw this year away and let's try again next year. Otherwise, that is all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.